Hey there, everybody! Okay, so I left you last time on. Wait a minute. Didn't we get further? And then, yeah, we left with Mary. Go on, I love a story, especially one with magic. We're hunting. I've never spoken. Yeah, we already did all this. Oh, okay. Yep, told her to shut her sauce box. Again. Mary listened intently, her eyes steady on mine, and her lips slightly parted. We were distracted, I said, biting down on the urge to say it was all my fault. There was a bear. A bear? Mary's eyes flicked away, just for an instant, to the forest outside. The same forest that had claimed her cousin's life. It wasn't a bear, I admitted. It was the bear. The bear? My family has been haunted by that beast for generations. An albino that doesn't behave like a natural bear and has lived far longer than any normal creature should. There was a moment of silence. She seemed to believe me, so I went on. I mean, honestly, considering what we've seen so far, it would not be too big of a stretch of an imagination to believe you. Evelyn suddenly stopped crying, and I knew what was there without looking around. I cleared my throat. She, the bear, killed my sister so quickly, so easily. Evie was so very still, yelling at me 1 minute and then dead. She was just a child. Oh dear. You were just a child yourself, Mary whispered. We've been stalked by that bear so long my mother calls it Nox, the night. Funny she didn't try to eat Evelyn. She sniffed her and then looked up at me like it was disappointed by my reaction. My heart was pounding. I remember those two intelligent red eyes. Oh, poor honey. It's okay. I want to give this character so many hugs right now. It feels so bad. And then it went away. I don't know why. Mary's eyes were fixed on mine. I shrugged. I knew the words that soul eaters say, so I said them. Someone had to. And I was just mixed up. So I ate Evelyn's soul. Later, I realized what I'd done. As soon as the official Great One tried to eat her soul himself, he'd know I was a soul eater. I ran home and told Mother everything. She said I had to leave right away, or the Great One would take me to the Soul School. Soul School, the school of soul eating. Okay. Mary finally looked away. I've been a trader, a hunter, a beggar, and a bard. Oh, nope, it's not Mary. I've been a trader, a hunter, a beggar, and a bard, I said, but I've never eaten another soul. Until now. Man, playing to that, your decisions matter kind of thing. Just a little. But it's okay, 'cause it's kind of delightful. I'm glad, she said with sudden spirit. I'm glad Adam has company, wherever he is, even if the souls are just sleeping until they go to the other land. Like the king says, I'm still glad. I hadn't thought about soul eating that way. I imagined Evelyn with another soul, dwelling alongside her, and it comforted me. "Thank you," said Mary, "for telling me about her." She touched my arm lightly. "I'm not sure I'll attend the funeral tomorrow. What will you do? Choice? Is it a choice now? It's a choice now. So, what? Ooh, can we romance Mary? Is that something that's able to happen? This game just suddenly turns into a dating sim. Like, whoa, sudden left turn. It's a Soul Eater's. I don't want to be a Soul Eater though, and we didn't know him, and we already have his soul. Mary seems nice. Let's keep going with Mary so that the mayor doesn't murder us. So I'll go wherever you go. Good, she said. I wouldn't have had the courage to skip the funeral on my own. I spent a quiet day inside, thrilling at the treat of a roof over my head. Oh, that's sad. Stop being sad, story. I'm shouting at, or well, not shouting, but at the hero arc part to close. Cancel. Shut up. Shut your face. Don't freeze. Don't do that. Okay. Why? Come on. Developed with the assistance of blah blah blah. I am 13 years or older. There is no death in your future, but that does not mean your decisions are without risk. And their heroes were lost. I did not pick that. I did not pick that. I did not pick that. Excuse you. These stories, I have noticed, are very dark. Alright, so we're back where we were. But the treat of a roof over your head, oh my god. Okay, just checking the time. I'm gonna put you up there. But, oh. The following day, I woke with the sun, as always. The vent in the floor was already steaming. I dressed and went downstairs, knowing Mary was already at work, at the kitchen engine. She was stoking the stove. I stopped in the doorway so I wouldn't disturb her. I'm sensing a little bit of a lesbian, maybe, sorta. I don't know. I don't care. Honestly, I don't care. Can we stay with Mary? Mary seems nice. Watch Mary end up being like a killer or something. Because that feels like a direction that this story would go. She was stoking the stove. I stopped in the doorway so I wouldn't disturb her. Her face was lit up by the fire's glow, and the tears on her cheeks shone like jewels. Oh no, what happened? Alright, had to burp. She put a teapot on to boil, then checked the connections of her machine, tightening here, oiling there, before attaching the chains that set the power loom to continue weaving a broad sheet of pale blue cloth. Sighing in satisfaction, she sat on a wooden stool and tended to the loom as it brought the threads together into a whole. No, but can we go back to why she cry? Why is she crying? Can you make the tea? She asked, without turning around. Father and I both take honey, but no milk. Of course, I said, and fetched a towel to transfer the boiling teapot from the stove onto a block set aside for it. I poured 3 cups of tea and added honey. Mr. Valiant came downstairs, dressed for the funeral, as I was stirring the cups. Oh dear, I'm slightly worried about how this situation's gonna turn out. Oh boy! Watch out. It's early in the morning. My false voice isn't working. Give me a minute. Watch out, he told me. She'll have you cooking if you let her. Alright, that's the best that's gonna come out of me, I guess. I don't know what to say, so I ducked my head and hoped for the best. He laughed loudly and took his tea. Something like that, maybe, probably. We'll be going into the forest today, Mary said, and joining you in town later. He grunted assent, used to his daughter making her own way. Is it bad that I just imagined, like, the Yoda grunt? Like the that wasn't a good one at all. My voice is not working today. It's wonderful, can't you tell? But alright, you know what? I'll stop trying to make noises at all. I'll just be silent. It's okay, and this video can play out boringly. Except it can't, because let's just go. For breakfast, Mary boiled oats, laced with more honey, and we ate in a companionable silence, marked by the ticking of the emptied loom as it slowed down. For lunch, she packed bread and boiled eggs for us, and we walked out to the back of the house and away into the trees. Oh, don't! Why? Why would you do that? We've established that the forest is bad. Why? Why would you do that? Why would you do that, though? Because we've established now that the forest is bad, so don't go in. Don't go into the forest with the big albino bear. Don't. No, not the polar bear. No, stop. Oh, they're gonna get attacked by the bear, and Mary's gonna get eaten, and if I end up being right, I'm gonna be sad, or Mary's gonna end up being a murderer. Everything's gonna go wrong, and all because we went into the forest. Why? The quiet and darkness folded around us in a green-tinged twilight that gave the lie to the early hour. Mary led the way, pausing here and there to pick up a handful of green herbs or bright yellow elfwort that she put in her bag. We walked a long way without her slackening her pace. I admired the certainty of her steps and the steadiness of her breath. I also did my best to keep from panting too loudly as we walked uphill. Raise your hand if you've been there, 'cause you know what, I definitely have. Finally she slowed and started singing softly. She reached back and held my hand as if we were children, leading me along a narrow path above a river gorge. Oh, it's so happy, and it's all gonna get slammed into the dirt. Alright, I'm gonna leave this recording here, just for a second. But, it's all gonna go wrong. It's all gonna be awful. I know you probably didn't, but if you smiled during this video, that makes me happy. You know? And hey, I've gotten 2 comments. Oh my god, I've made 2 people smile. You can't see, but my hands are just doing a nice happy flap. So, but, yeah, if you smiled during this video, it makes me happy. Alright, bye-bye.